Hello, I'm Shane Strobart, and welcome to the KHTN studio. We are going to show you a glimpse of a very important message our superintendent, Dr. Steve Flores, delivered to the freshmen at Harlingen High School and Harlingen High School South. Dr. Flores visited the class of 2014 to talk about graduation. Here is some of the footage KHTN cameras captured during Dr. Flores' presentation titled, Stay the Course.
Came out yesterday, correct?
First, Dr. Flores started the presentation with an inspirational song, courtesy of internationally renowned recording artist Carlos Santana.
That was Santana. Somebody said, hey, I knew that. Well, see, you should have raised your hand. You see, Santana, but the name of that song is Victory is Won. One, not one, O-N-E, it's W-O-N. As in victory is won. 3 words, 2 wins is how I look at it. Today, I want you to understand what it means to not only be a freshman, but to see yourself and project yourself to graduate. Man, don't let this message be boring for you. Let it sink right here.
Dr. Flores wanted to address freshmen because it is the most critical year for high school students who want to graduate.
Now is the time to establish yourself. In other words, right now what you do, and you get an opportunity, those that did not raise their hands when they said that it wasn't going well or they haven't applied or started strong, you've got time to do something about that. You see, the people who wave their hands, the adults in the room, you can go up to them and say, man, I didn't start strong. Man, I need to do better. Man, how can you help me? And if you do that, they're going to find a way to help you. But if you sit back and say, you know what, I didn't start strong, but I'll turn it on in the end of the year. You know what? That attitude's not going to get you where you need to go 4 years from now on May 29th of 2014.
It was important for Dr. Flores to reach as many students as possible with his message, so he wanted to set the bar for students to obtain high school diplomas and for students to achieve absolute excellence during their high school careers.
What will your rank be? Some of you say, I don't know what that means. That's why I'm here today. I know your counselors will tell you, and even when your counselors tell you, you may not know, but do you know 9th grade is much different than anything else you've ever been in? 9th grade is now called credit accumulation. Listen, guys, listen. I know some of you right now are saying, wait a minute, that's a lot of information to digest. You are at 0 credits right now. At the end of this year, I hope you have 6 to be a sophomore. Better yet, I hope you have 8. What I'm telling you is that you have the opportunity today to decide, guess what? I'm going to be in college one day. And some of you say, well, what does that mean? Right there, what your class rank, what will it be? For those students that know they're going to graduate, which is, I hope, 600 of you or 611 of you, you better know where your class rank is, because guess what? And why I'm here today, your freshman year is your most important year of high school with regards to class rank.
Freshman year is the most important for a student establishing his or herself as a high school graduate. But the task is not finished after just 1 year. So encouraging students to take the message with them for the next 4 years is a critical component for success.
So it's not where you start, it's where you finish. You see, the United States girls or women's soccer team won the World Cup and the gold medal. Think about that. And no one said that the women in the United States cannot play soccer. But guess what? It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And that was the soccer coach that won the gold for the U.S. girls. So it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And some of us will have a bumpy start. Some of us will have reasons at home that are way beyond. See, I had 2 parents at home. I had 4 brothers and sisters, and all of us were focused. We were poor, but I didn't know we were poor. I didn't know that because we were rich in love as a family. Some of you may not even have that. But that's why it's even more important to have someone next to you. Be that person that guides you. That's why it's important for you teachers to be that helping hand. Because see, some of you, when I asked you to talk to the neighbor next to you, some of you were too cool for that. I worry about you. I do. Because guess what? We're never too cool to talk about how we graduate. We're never too cool to make academics important. We're never too cool to understand that the future of the state of Texas is dependent upon whether you graduate or not. The future of the Texas economy depends on how Harlingen High School class of 2014 graduates.
The journey to graduation and college workforce readiness is not something students go through alone. They have teachers and support staff at their campuses and across the Harlingen CISD community. After the presentations, district administrators, school board vice president Jerry Fleurier, teachers and students talked with KHGN about Dr. Flores' message.
Today's session with the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Steve Flores, here at the Hawk campus, speaking to all freshman students, is critically important because what Dr. Flores was explaining to the students is that the number of credits the freshman students must have to become sophomores is so important for them to understand at the very beginning of their freshman year. Freshmen must have 6 credits to go on to their sophomore year. They have an opportunity, because of the number of courses they can take, to have 8 credits. But without 6 credits, it's not possible to graduate on to the 10th grade. I think it's wonderful that in the Harlingen School District, we're explaining all of these important foundation steps to our students as they need them, rather than going back retroactively and saying, well, I'm so sorry, you didn't realize you needed 6 credits to move from the freshman year to the sophomore year.
2014 is going to be an incredible year because my goal is, but I'm looking for my class, that all my ROTC students to graduate from high school.
The freshman year is such an important year. I mean, all of high school years, freshman, sophomore, junior and senior years obviously are very important, but a lot of parents and a lot of students don't quite understand just how important that freshman year is. And what I spoke to them about today was the fact that to have consideration to be a freshman or a sophomore, they must obtain 6 to 8 credits. So we gave them a card, and I gave them a card with a personal goal that says graduation 2014. It is my hope that they now know how many credits to be a junior, how many credits to be a sophomore, and how many credits it requires to graduate.
It's very important to do good in your freshman year because your freshman year is probably one of the most years that counts the most.
It was really eye-opening. It made me realize how important it is, how everything was, and it's making me push hard to reach my goals.
Your freshman year is what counts, and it's like your base, your foundation for it.
The presentation was pretty inspiring to the rest of us in the school of the freshmen, and I'm sure whoever was paying attention, they would be more enlightened to pass more of the grades, to succeed and excel more in education.
I think it was inspiring because not very many superintendents would take the time off to come and talk to freshmen on that we should take our freshman year seriously because it's what starts off our year and it really impacts our GPAs and everything.
So 6 credits to be a sophomore, 12 credits to be a junior, 19 to be a senior, and 26 to graduate. What a great way for ACISD students to stay on track. If you want to view Dr. Flores' presentations to the Hawk and Cardinal students, visit KHGN's website to view the prezzies. Be sure to check out our photo galleries, videos, and articles while you're there. I'm Shane Strubart. Thanks for watching. And be sure to check out the KHGN website and our Facebook page for photo galleries, videos, articles, and more.